In this video, we will learn to apply the inference rule called absorption. Hi, this is Logic Self-Taught with Dr. Phi. In this video, we will learn to apply our last inference rule, absorption. The absorption rule is included in the set of basic rules in some of the textbooks. I included here for that reason. Let's look at examples first. If N gets a dog, then Ben will get a dog. So, if N gets a dog, then both N and Ben will get a dog. If Eve doesn't go to church, then Adam won't go either. So, if Eve doesn't go to church, then neither Eve nor Adam will go to church. Here's the rule in symbols. What we are required to have in order to apply the rule is a conditional on its own line, and we are allowed to infer another conditional with the same antecedent, but with a more complex consequent. The consequent is a conjunction of the antecedent and the consequent of the conditional we are given. To apply absorption, we must have a conditional on its own line. Here we have one. And we infer another conditional with the same antecedent, tilde A in this case, but a complex consequent. The consequent contains the conjunction of the antecedent and the consequent of conditional from line 1. Here we have another more complex example. We have a conditional, note, that is the main connective of the conditional in line 1. And we are allowed to infer another conditional with the same complex antecedent and a consequent, which is a conjunction of the antecedent and the consequent of the original conditional. As usual, we have to watch that we don't apply absorption to components of propositions. Here would be an example of such a misapplication of absorption. It's applied just to a term of the biconditional. We can't do that. As you can see, proposition in line 1 is not even a conditional. But even if it were a conditional, this would still count as a misapplication of the rule, because we would be applying the rule to the antecedent of the conditional in line 1, not to the conditional that stands on its own line. Here's another subtle error that you can commit in applying absorption. It involves the changing of the order of the two conjuncts. The rule tells you that the first conjunct must be the antecedent of the conditional, whereas the second conjunct the consequent of the original conditional. We could imagine the rule to be formulated differently, but since that's the formulation we are given, we have no choice but to obey it. This is Logic Self-Taught. It's exercise time. Do all the exercises until they feel like a breeze.